Hi guys, Simon Palmer here on the south coast of England. Stuck in my office a lot today, but I think we'll go outside. I'm just waiting for this to appear on my page, then I will share it and we'll go for a little walk. I've got a masterclass webinar type thing tomorrow, and it's called it's Bending Reality, something like that. What is it called? It's from Mindvalley with Vishen Lakhiani, and Bending Reality Masterclass. So looking forward to that. I want this to appear on my page, then I can share it, then we can go and have a look. Here we go. Woohoo! I don't know if it's modern technology, being my computer that's slow, or the internet that's slow, or, well, I know what is slow, me. Right, that's shared. Let's go for a little walk in the garden, get some fresh air. Haven't been out since early this morning. Oh yeah, I did. I went and watched hockey, which was great, because we won. The topic, as I mentioned, was, do you listen to your inner voice? And it's part of this Bending Reality Masterclass that I'm going to tomorrow. I say I'm going to, it's when else I'll be in my office. He was Vishen Lakhiani. I don't know if you've come across him, but you ought to have a look at his stuff. It's cracking stuff about changing education and things like that. Absolutely amazing about what we can, or how it's about biohacking and all kinds of different things, and consciousness engineering. It's really interesting, worth having a look. Hello, Brittany. Great minds indeed. Yes, I am slow. Yeah. So, do you listen to your inner voice? And this was Vishen was interviewing Emily Fletcher. She was a Broadway actress, but now has a meditation school, Ziva Meditation. And do you truly listen to your inner voice? And I know a lot of people struggle with this, because you have a sort of a good little man on this shoulder and a bad little man on the other shoulder. Always reminds me of Animal House, the film, but that's probably not appropriate for this. So most people listen to this inner voice, and it's usually a bad thing, and they go with the bad thing because it's the one that's not stretching them, it's not pushing them out of their comfort zone. But what Emily was saying was about, if you spend more time, either side, Brittany, either side. If you meditate more, and I have been meditating more recently, and that's been really interesting. This Dr. Joe Dispenza stuff, and for me, back in the day when I was at college, people used to talk about meditating, and in osteopathy college, there was quite a lot of people doing that. It was quite esoteric, some of the people, which is fine. But meditation always seemed a bit airy-fairy. But I think the research that's been done in the last 10 years into neuroscience and what actually happens, and how the right brain and the left brain communicate with each other, and I'll just explain this. In between the two hemispheres of the brain, because it is sliced straight down the middle, in between the two is a band of fibres, nerve fibres, which connect the left and the right. It's called the corpus callosum. And in meditators, it's been proven that this corpus callosum, which is a little tiny band of white fibres, actually grows and gets thicker in meditators. So it means that the brain is better able to work. And they talk about meditation for the mind and for your brain being like going to the gym every day for your body, and it's important that you look after it, so you should meditate every day. Emily says that there's two things that you should do to improve your life and what you want to do with it, and that one of them is to meditate in the morning, and the second thing is to meditate in the afternoon. And she went on to say about this little voice, and about when you don't meditate, you're still addicted to stuff. So stuff on the outside, stuff like if you think coffee's going to give you more energy, or if you think alcohol is going to be more fun, or if you think you're going to be happier with more money, that means you're still addicted to stuff on the outside, and you want to try and bring your focus a little bit more inward. And that's where meditation helps, because you become more aware of yourself. And then so this intuition, this inner voice that you listen to, and I now sometimes ask my intuition to make a decision for me, so I don't have to. Loving those hearts and likes, thanks very much, keep those going, big fan. So you can actually make decisions. When you practice a bit more with intuition, you can ask yourself things and get the answer, and you can go with it. You can go with it or not, it's up to you. I've used it a lot in my work over the last however many years, because it's not always easy to know exactly what to do with a patient. So you ask your intuition and you go with it, and no one's died. Most people have got better. It's those gut feelings you get. Loving those hearts and likes, thanks very much, keep them coming. Intuition, and they were talking about higher self and the universe or God, and that's the person speaking to you, but Emily likes to call it nature. And nature's always looking for people who are awake and ready to listen. So if you become more self-aware, more aware of what's going on in here, this mindset thing, then you're liable to get more impulses from nature. So if you then do something with those impulses, if you then start taking action, that's when you build your momentum. So it might not be anything to do with business, it might be doing something different entirely. If you start listening to that, if you're aware of it to start with, then you start listening to it, you get your gut feeling, you take your action. And then when you start taking action, and it's like Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich, it doesn't have to be a whole heap of action to start with. It just baby steps is all you need to do. Just a couple of little baby steps. They don't even need to be in the right direction, because once you start stepping, once you step off where you are, you start moving, you build your momentum, and your goal may be up here and you may start down here, but the path isn't a direct line. You have baby steps, and you may go off this way in your baby steps to start with, and then you'll auto-correct and you'll start coming back this way, and you'll zigzag your way up to where you want to get to. So the key thing about all this is that listen to what your inner voice says, listen to what nature's saying. Loving those hearts, keep them coming. And that's when you start heading off. You get off and you start heading to where you want to go. That's the point. And the other thing about all this is that you don't have to worry about when and how it's going to happen. You just have to decide what you want and why do you want it. And once you start identifying what you want and why do you want it, start taking even just baby steps in any direction, because you will auto-correct. Things will start to happen, and things will change in your life. And I know Brittany knows this only too well, because things have started to change in hers in the last 2 weeks, 10 days. Hugely exciting. So that's the message for today. The challenge continues, the life challenge, and no reason why it shouldn't. Have a look at just decide, make a decision. It doesn't even have to be the right one, as long as it's a decision. You just step off and then auto-correct. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching the replay. I've got some more videos like this, because I love all this mindset stuff. Talk. Loads more videos like this on my YouTube channel. Go and have a look. It's you'll find it at meetsimonpalmer.com/videos. And I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.